Welcome back. In this video, I will show how I like to set up my main screen and get it to save and load the sound settings so the user can set their own volumes to their preferences. These are just a few demonstrations of how once you have the main programming done, you can quickly change the screen to work with any other projects you may have now or in the future. So let's get on with it. Create a Blueprints folder and open it. Create a Widgets folder and open it. Create a Main Menu folder and open it. Then, create two folders named Images and Fonts. Right-click and get a widget blueprint named Main Menu. Right-click and get a character blueprint named Main Menu Char. Create a new blueprint, but this time search for Save Game and select it. Name it UI_save game. In World Settings, create a new game mode called Main Menu GM. And change the default pawn to Main Menu Char. Create a new empty level. Drag in a cube and size it to your liking. Drag in a player start, then search for sound and drag in 3 ambient sounds. Save the map as Main Menu Map. Open up the Main Menu Char blueprint and pull off Event Begin Play for Create Widget. Set its class to Main Menu, then pull off Owning Player and Get Player Controller. Drag off Widgets Return Value and add to Viewport. Then, from Player Controller Return Value, pull 4, Show Mouse Cursor, choose Set and connect it, tick it to True. Then maybe clean up the wires a bit. Compile and save. Go to the Fonts folder and drag in the fonts you want to use. Make sure they are TTF or TrueType fonts and choose Yes so they will come in. Then open the Images folder and drag in your images. Open the Starter content, then Audio folder, and right-click for Sound Classes, and create 3 sound classes named SFX_music. SFX_ambience. And SFX_effects. Right-click again and create a sound mix called SM_main sound mix. Open Wind_05 and change the sound class to SFX_ambience. Save and close. Open Collapse_Q and change its class to SFX_effects. Save and close. Open Starter Music 01 and change its class to SFX_music. Save and close. Open SM_main sound mix and create 3 sound class effects. And connect them to SFX_ambience. SFX_effects, and SFX_music. Save and close. Save your project here as well. Open up the UI_save game blueprint. Create a float variable and name it sound volumes. Then, change it to an array. Compile so you can add 3 array elements. Compile and save. Open up your main menu widget. And set the screen size to television 1080. Drag an image component on the canvas panel and name it IMG background. Set your anchor to full screen and size it to fill the area. Go to your Images folder and select the image you want to use and go back to the main menu tab. Under Brush, click the arrow next to Image. Compile and save. Drag in a vertical box and set it on the canvas panel. Name it VB Main Screen. Size it to your liking and place it where you'd like. Then set your anchor. Drag a button onto VB Main Screen and name it BTN New Game. Set the justification and padding to your liking. Change the tint to your liking as well. I like invisible buttons myself, so I changed the alpha to 0. And on hovered tint I changed the alpha to 0.1. Drag a rich text box onto the BTN New Game button and name it RTB New Game. Change its text to New Game. Click Default Override and choose your font. Size it if you'd like and change the color to your preference. You may need to compile before the changes take effect. Copy the button and paste 3 more on the VB Main Screen component. Renaming each component to their own function, as well as their texts. Compile and save. Drag in another vertical box. On the canvas panel, name it VB Settings. Drag a horizontal box on VB Settings and name it HB Header. Drag in a rich text box onto VB Header and name it RTB Settings Header and change the text to Settings. Move it to a good location to work on it. Change the padding to your liking and adjust the text. Copy and paste the settings from another text box in the color section of the font. Compile to see the setting, adjust the fill and justify to center. Drag in a horizontal box and place it on VB Settings. Name it HB Music, drag in a rich text box and name it RTB Music. Change the font and paste in the settings for color, change the size, and put music in its text. Drag in a slider and name it SLI Music, click Fill and set the value as you'd like. Copy and paste HB Music and paste it on the VB settings twice, and name them for ambience and effects, changing the texts as you go. I like to align the bars. Drag in another horizontal box and name it HB Settings Footer. Copy a button from above and paste it twice into the footer we just created. Rename their settings to Back and Settings. Apply and change their text boxes to Back and Apply. Click on each button and set the justifications for left and right. Compile and save. Drag in another vertical box on the canvas panel. Move it to a good location to work on it. Drag in a horizontal box and place it on the new vertical box. Name it HB Credits Header. Drag in another horizontal box and name it HB Credits Text. Drag in one more horizontal box and name it HB Credits Footer. Copy a button from above and paste it into HB Credits Footer. Rename them in a way you can remember. Change the text to back, click on the button, then fill, then center justify. Copy and paste a text box on HB Credits text and change the text to something, for a reminder to fill it in later. Change the text size if you'd like. Paste another text box in the header box and change the text to Credits. Resize it to 65 or so and adjust it to fill and center justify. Compile and save. Click on VB main screen and set its Z order to 1 and tick is variable to true. Click on VB settings, Set its Z order to 2 and tick is variable to true. Click VB credits and set its Z order to 3 and tick is variable to true also. Go to the graph and find BTN New Game and select it. Scroll down and click the on-clicked event. Pull off the on-clicked event and find Open Level and select it. Type in the level name you are going to use. I'm using the bunker level, but you may be using third-person example map. Select BTN Quit, scroll down and click its on-clicked event, pull off and search for Quit Game. This should already be set to work. Click play to test the buttons out. Find BTN Settings. Select it and go to its on-clicked event. Pull off 4, set visibility and connect it. Drag in VB main screen and connect it to target. Set its visibility to hidden. Drag in VB settings and drag 4, set visibility. Set it to visible and connect it. Drag in VB credits and drag 4, set visibility. Set it to hidden. Find BTN Settings back. Select it and go to its on-clicked event. Copy and paste the 3 visibility nodes from above. And set the visibility to Main Screen, Visible. Settings, Hidden. Credits, Hidden. Select BTN Credits. Click the on-clicked event. Paste the nodes again. And set them to Main Screen, Hidden. Settings, Hidden. Credits, Visible. Find BTN Credits back. Select it and go to its on-clicked event. Paste the 3 visibility nodes and set the visibility to Main Screen, Visible. Settings, Hidden. Credits, Hidden. Compile, save and test the buttons out. Create a new string variable name Sound Settings. And compile to set the string to sound settings. Pull off Event Construct and type Set Base Sound Mix and select the sound mix we created earlier. Pull off and type Does Save Game Exist? Drag the sound settings variable on its slot name. Press B and left-click to get a branch, and connect its execution and condition. Pull off false and create SaveGame object. Select UI_SaveGame for the SaveGame class. Pull off and type SaveGame to slot and select it. Connect the return value to SaveGame object, then pull off branches true and type Load Game from slot. Grab the sound settings variable and place it on both slot names. Pull off Load Game and cast to UI_SaveGame. Connect the return value to cast's object. From as UI_SaveGame, pull and get sound volume. Pull from sound volume and get a for each loop. Connect cast to UI_SaveGame and SaveGame from slot to the for each loop. From the for each loop, pull and type switch on INT and select it. Connect the array index to selection and add 3 pins. Drag in and get SLI music, then pull off 4, set value. Connect to pin 0. Drag and get SLI ambience and pull 4, set value. Connect to pin 1. Drag and get SLI effects and pull 4, set value. Connect to pin 2. Connect for loops array index to each set value in values. Make sure all connections are made. Compile and save. Select BTN settings apply and click on the on-clicked event. Pull for create SaveGame object. Drop down SaveGame class and select UI_SaveGame. Off the return value pull and get sound volumes. Drag in SLI music and pull 4. Get value, then pull for set array elem. Copy, get value and set array elem and paste 2 more. Drag in SLI ambience and SLI effects, drop them on each get value nodes. Connect sound volumes to set array elems, target array, and connect the nodes in line. Pull from the last set array elem in line and get save game to slot. Pull from create save game object and connect it to save game to slots, save game object. Drag in the sound settings variable and drop it on slot name. Pull for load game from slot, drag in sound settings and drop it on slot name. Pull and cast to UI_save game. Connect return value to object, then pull from as UI_save game for get sound volumes. Pull together for each loop. Pull for switch on INT and connect array index to selection. Add 3 pins. Pull for set sound mix class override and set sound mix to the SM_main mix. Then copy and paste 2 more, making connections as you go. Set the sound classes. Remember the order here for later. Change the fade in times if you'd like. Connect array element in for each loop to the volume input in each set sound mix class override. Check the connections and in get array elem change the index values to 0, 1, and 2. Music, ambience and effects locations need to be in the same order as the sound class mix override in the back end of these nodes. Compile and save. Select SLI Music and click the On Value Changed, pull for Set Sound Mix class override. Connect the value to volume and change the fade in time to your liking. Select SLI Ambience and click the On Value Changed, pull for Set Sound Mix class override. Connect the value to volume, then connect SM_music sound mix and the sound class. Might as well do this above also and change the fade in time to your liking. Select SLI Effects and click the On Value Changed, pull for set sound mix class override. Connect the value to volume, and connect SM_music sound mix, and the sound class, change the fade in time to your liking. Back in the main menu map, select the audio components and set the sounds. Save and open the level blueprint. Pull off Event Begin Play and set Bass Sound Mix and select SM_music sound mix. Pull for Does Save Game Exist? You can create the sound settings string variable again, or type exactly what the slot name is in that variable. Hold B and left click to get a branch. Pull off True, type Load Game from slot and select it. Again enter the sound settings text or variable, pull, and cast to UI_save game. Connect the return value to object and then, as UI saved game, pull for, get sound volume. Pull again for A, for each loop and connect sound volumes to array. Off loop body, pull for, switch on INT, and add 3 pins. Pull from 0 for set sound mix class override. Set the mix modifier and fade in times, then, copy and paste 2 more, setting the sound classes as you go. Connect the pins, then, pull and connect for each loop array, to volumes of set sound mix class overrides. Make a key press event for the 1 key, so we can hear the collapse sound as we set the volume for it. Pull off pressed for, play sound at location and choose the sound collapse. Compile and save. Now let's clean this up and make it a little more presentable. Select VB Credits in the Designer window and set its visibility to hidden. Select VB Settings and set its visibility to hidden also. Test it out to see it working. With VB settings selected, drag it to a place you think it looks good. Select VB Credits and adjust it also to where you want it to show. Test it again to see how it looks. If you would rather have your main menu visible when the credits box is up, change it in the node to be visible instead of hidden. Test it again. Now we can test it out and make sure all of the sliders are working and saving properly. By changing the background image, we can vary the different ways it looks. We can also change the font to match our game if we'd like. I hope this helped. Like, subscribe and click the bell icon if you'd like more. Until next time, enjoy and have fun.